What's up, peoples? Can y'all hear me? We live? Put a one up if you are with me. If you with me, say yeah. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing, man? Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Yo, what's good, Metallico? Can you hear me? All is good? Test 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mr. Meth Phone Doctor. 1 2 1 2. All right, how's my audio? Turn me up my headphones, whatever. That Eminem shit. Turn me up on my snare. That Chappelle shit. Archive on archive. What's up? Yeah. It's all good, man. No, Metallica, do your thing. I'm testing this stream, and I definitely going further. I want to do more. I think y'all would like streams and things like that at least once in a while. So this is sort of like a test. Don't worry, I'm gonna do more of these. Agent situation. Where's my snare? Yo, Gustavo, GBC to LBC. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. You know, all right, gather in. Let's go. Let's talk that hot shit. As always, like I said, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I doing a lot of things out here, man. All right. Oh, you're just about to watch the Nas verse? Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. All right, this was share screen. Let's see. There we go. Because I gotta remember how to do this. I'll show you how to do this, son. Okay, y'all can see this. All right, I did say I was gonna go live stream. All right. Anyway, just in case I need this. All right. Some topics here. Let's see what y'all saying. In the house playing D'Angelo, how does it feel? Yeah, man, the Canadian goat. Yeah, for real. Ronnie, have I ever considered doing live streams where I react to music? I guess y'all want to see that. Like you're talking original music or just music in general. So, but yeah, I mean, again, we could do that, man. You guys just give me suggestions. Like I said, I'm always down to try something. You know what I mean? Bumping Brown Sugar by D'Angelo, Los Angeles, like an evangelist. Yo, Gustavo, man, you really have them Hove references, bro. Like down pat, man. You really know Hove's rhymes down fucking pat. I love that shit. Hove is dope. I mean, Hove is one of the greatest rappers ever. I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Super obvious. I don't know, but in this world, it's all about contrarianism and trolling. Oh, well, he's actually not very good. And you're like, sure. Sure. Let's see. Music in general, Hove the GOAT. The mass appeal releases, man, they could be better. They really could be. I think that we, unfortunately, allow the bar so low, and we don't really put the we don't put the fire to foot or whatever you want to call it to people we love. I mean, hey guys, you can tell when I make these videos and critiques, you guys can tell that I love hip hop. I love these rappers. I love these producers. I really do love their shit. I love their art. I don't know them as people, so it's not personal, but that's the thing. I'm critical because I love it so much, right? A lot of these people that are not critical, they're like, it's great. They don't love it, man. They really don't. You can tell. They don't enjoy the shit like that. It's a come up. It's a look. It's clout. It's but they don't really love this shit. Yeah, man. Shout out to them. Nate, what's up, my man? I do think that the Mobb Deep album was probably the strongest, but I mean, that shit was kind of whatever, man. Okay, well, let me just at least get to one topic right away, and then as more of y'all come in, we can spitball. So Jay talk about Timbaland using AI. that new track he has with his AI artist Tata Takumi is trash. Let me see. I did check out I did remember seeing that. You know, here's the thing. Tata Takumi. Is this the song Glitch and Pulse? Timbaland Tata ruined everything. Well, they didn't ruin shit. It was already ruined. Okay, let me listen to this shit.
Yeah. I pulled up in that spaceship, make a bitch crease a facelift, talk my shit on vibrations, 808 conversation, 101s on some greatness, public miseducation. All I read now.
This bitch is sleepy, but all these niggas are sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I love Timbaland, right? You guys have to understand. Timbaland is like, I cannot overstate just how brilliant Timbaland was in his day, and his day lasted a long time. So this is not a guy who got on by chance and none of that bullshit. Okay, this dude was murdering shit for 10 plus years, like that crazy level. I mean, again, like, I don't know, you have to have been there almost. But certain records, when I just remember when they came out, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, I can only imagine for people who produced, because I know guys who produced, and they were like, man, I threw away my equipment hearing certain. Timbaland made this beat. I just said, fuck it. I can't do this no more. But the point is, the music is already this bad. Okay, we were making AI music before AI music came about. So, you know, what's the issue? You hear what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's trash, but I mean, what's the difference between this and Lotto and Coi Leray? Like some of y'all said, right? It's the truth. So that's the quick answer to that is we were already moving in this direction. So because we became so obsessed with formula, that's the problem. We got, you know, and again, we were moving this direction. So is it really a shock that someone was like, you know what, let me just get a computer to do this shit? It's the same thing I see in filmmaking too. And people are like, oh, AI and scripts. It's like, we're already moving in that direction. 20 years ago, I remember, you know, you'd be talking to people who were trying to write screen, and they're like, what if I could combine Avatar, you know, or not even Avatar. This is before Avatar, because we're already moving in this direction, to be honest with you. But let's use Avatar. Avatar is the biggest film ever, and the second biggest film is let's say, I don't know, Titanic, and then the third biggest film is Avengers. What if I could put them all together and make a script? And it's like, that's some formulaic bullshit. That's some formulaic bullshit. So no, I'm not like I again. Everyone's going at Timbaland as though Timbaland ruined music or whatever, but the music was already ruined. We're already moving in this direction. It's unfortunate, but this is the truth. All right. Nicholas, peace to the gods. Tapping it. Oh, from Boston. Aldo, what up, man? Boston. I don't think I've ever been to Boston, but I know a few people from Boston. Shout out to Boston. Boston people are cool with me. I'm one of the 5 people who actually likes AI art and music, and this wasn't good. Yo, Zenkai, you got to put me on to some good AI music, man, because I haven't heard any. AI slop. Yeah, I mean, AI slop is just going to be other slop. It is what it is, man. Slop is slop. I can't get over how awful Against the World was. I mean, stuff's awful, man. Nas interview. You know what it is, man? I'm convinced that these people, GBC, when it comes to Kendrick and Nas, I'm convinced that they I don't know. It's hard to say. Sometimes I'm like, are these niggas getting paid to say this shit? But also the other thing too is that all these questions are usually vetted by the artist, right? I would argue. I don't think that Nas is not just sitting there and letting you ask him whatever question you want. Like, that's not happening. So, and I think Nas and Kendrick share the same management or something like this. So it's probably just, again, you know, this is what you know, his management would probably want. Like, yo, throw in the question, you know, add to the Kendrick Lamar, because I mean he's disappeared. We haven't the Call of Duty midget has disappeared, so we haven't heard nothing from him. But it's all about how, I guess, like Nas he is. Like I said, even though the nigga, this nigga's Taylor Swift to me. Yo, speaking of Taylor Swift, actually, let me show you something I thought was mad fucking funny. Um, we won't get a chance to actually watch it in full, nothing like that. But as you know, I think I've mentioned this chick before, Kia's World. She is hilarious to me, like mad fucking funny. It's like one of the funniest white girls I've seen on the internet. And so she has this video called Mass Psychosis.
Settle down. Gotta.
Where she goes through like Taylor Swift, like basically just like the obsession that some people have with Taylor Swift and her music. This shit had me cracking up at certain parts. But the point is, when she was going through it, I was like, yo, this reminds me of Kendrick Lamar. For real. Like the vague ass lyrics that go really nowhere. The way that Taylor is like supposedly this like all around great artist, but really she ain't saying shit. But I would actually argue that even Taylor Swift's writing is better than Kendrick Lamar's. That's the sad part. I still think Taylor Swift is more talented than Kendrick Lamar. Ain't that some shit? But it's very similar. It, very cult, cult audience, cult like establishment in a sense. Vague ass lyrics, pop trash. So yeah, you can't see shit. Black screen. Oh no, don't worry, it'll come. It'll come now. You guys should be able to see it, because that's how it is. These things always take a little bit of time. I know I'm not supposed to say midget. Yeah, so it takes a minute. That's the thing with these with the streaming and stuff. But the point is, yes, you can see it. Like they want that freedom, living off the grid. They want those 3 dogs that they call their kids, and that good surf, no hypocrites. They want it all. They want a contract with Real Madrid. They want that spring break that was fucking late. I mean, this is yo, this is the kind of shit. If I was a 10-year-old white girl, I'd write shit like this. But again, this is Kendrick Lamar. This is like that vague bullshit. So anyway, let's see here. You surprised the K-bots haven't found my channel? Ninja Robin, they were one of the first people on my channel. And again, like, I didn't ask for this shit. I just made the video. It's literally, I think it's still like my highest performing video. I did not ask for Kendrick stans to give their opinion. I don't care what a Kendrick stan thinks about shit. And they're like, oh, you did it for attention. Like, huh? I just said what I said, man. Like, let me show you. I want to say this is crazy. 69,000? The fuck? What the hell? But, and yo, I'm telling you, I kid you not. I have never, ever, I've not spent money on ads, none of this shit. I just put my video up for those of y'all who want to see it. That's just what it is. So I don't buy the bots, I don't buy views, none of that bullshit. So people just found my shit. It is what it is. What the hell? Yeah. Let's see here. After all this time, Kendrick has been in the game this entire time. Not one undeniable song. Can you believe that shit? Not one. Again, that someone like me, let's say you call me a hater, whatever, that I could be like, yeah, no, I can't front on that record. I can't. I can't. It looks stupid. Not one. Insane. Do a profile on EZLP. Just Blaze and Easy Mo. Fantastic producers, all of them. Okay, at some point. Y'all still asking me for that Scarface. I will get to I will get to it. I promise. I promise, yo. I promise. Yeah. Let's see here. Have I heard Kodak Black? Let me see. No, I haven't heard Let Me See. Is that a new song? Let's see. Kodak Black. Let me see. Let me see. Is that what it is? Where the hell's Kodak Black been, anyways? Okay, sure. Why not?
Know your soldier. That's what we all about. Talk a lot. What's up? I'm gonna yak today, my nigga. I would the other day, but I wasn't ready. I'm ready tonight. In the rain. Show you how we do it in the know you. Number so. Believe that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What y'all gonna do?
That's the point. That's the point, man. Fuck.
I'm on 1800 block, so boy, off top, popping up, cross town, got a yacht in a block, bending through in the hood, yellow tags, he gon' juke, curve way, what it is, take the time, in the bit, sunland, remix, what a wit, keep it lit, sniper gang, cut throat, read a new Delph Road, Manor Park, Melrose, ride kinda, let's go, whole hood behind me, golden acres, pine tree, ugly corner, ski, on the scene, screaming glee, say you bout it, let me see, rep your hood, let me see, Z's up, let me see, P's down, let me see, throw it up, let me see. $5 recipe, Haitian pack.
I was waiting for it to get better, man. I couldn't. It wasn't getting any better. What's up, man? Yo. Yes, sir. Tether in the building. Tether in the motherfucking building. The nice man, what up? The reason you didn't like The Matrix is because your consciousness is not high. It has to be on a certain level to understand the movie. What? What do you mean that I didn't like The Matrix? I love The Matrix. Are you fucking kidding me? That's weird. The recipe, I mean, yeah, recipe and collard greens agent situation, but again, I'm not going out of my way to listen to either of them songs. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not it, man. Let's see. Yeah, man. I don't want niggas just at my shows. I swear to God, man. Yo, listen, you guys don't understand. Like, where was it that I went to? Or maybe it was Method Man. I went to go see Method Man live here in Toronto. And I was like, I never seen so many chicks at a hip hop show at one time. And I was like, this is what it's about. This is it. This is it. This is what it's supposed to be. The fuck, man. Instead, sometimes you be going to the shows and it's just like mad niggas and then like one or two girls. Come on, man. Come on. Yo, you don't know about the 954. You're a tether. I'm a tether. I've said this. I've said this, man. All right, so let's put that down. But shout out from Missouri. What up, Missouri? By the way, you've been playing Voodoo, and I've been reminiscing. Yeah, man. You know, something I hope I stressed this in my D'Angelo video, but D'Angelo got better. Here's a guy that came out the gate, who was talented, who came out the gate. Amazing album. Brown Sugar, again, still holds the fuck up. Guy drops, what you call it a classic the first time. Takes a break, comes back, and drops an even better album. That's how it was back then. You just had to come with it. Like, the audience expected that. That's what we wanted. It's not like now where you have these haters in the comment section who's like, just appreciate whatever these guys got. Just appreciate anything. It's like, no, you're the reason this shit is garbage. When you have standards, when the audience has standards, these artists work harder. They absolutely do, because they know their work is going to be appreciated. Obviously. I mean, only a dummy can see this shit. Let's see here. Oh, you're more of a Music Soul Child dude? Music Soul Child is okay. Oh yeah, Cash Money and No Limit. You know, I did not make a video about this because I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's actually the summary of this shit. I just don't give a fuck. You're talking about two groups of people that dropped some of the worst music ever at that time. Okay. Like, let me show you something. This will like, let me share my screen real quick so you guys can see this shit. So I own this CD, or actually I own this tape. I don't think I had. Did I have a CD? It was a double album, right? When I tell you that I bought this because of Make Him Say right, which I like that, and I still like that song. It's okay. I haven't heard it in who knows how long, but and again, I like the remix, not the original one. The remix was the good one with Snoop. Anyway, so I buy the CD and I'm like listening to it back then because it came out in '98, and I'm like, this shit sucks. What the? Yeah, I don't care. I don't really care about No Limit versus Cash Money. But what I thought, and so I was like, well, but Cash Money's a bigger label. Who cares, right? The Cash Money will take it. But then I saw a picture with, or I didn't click the video, but I saw that Snoop is included in No Limit, which I think is a little phony, if you ask me. Not now. Snoop was No Limit, yes, but Snoop hasn't been No Limit for like who knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop was No Limit for like this long, right? So it's like, oh, of course, of course you got to get Snoop because otherwise no one is watching this shit. And so in that case, now if you add Snoop, you never know. I mean, Snoop is obviously, of all the rappers that are there, Snoop is by far the best rapper, of course. And that song, DPG, Top Dollar with a Go Flea Collar, that was fire. I mean, that song was fire. And that album that Snoop had with No Limit was okay. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, I mean, there were some songs on there. I always said that, like, Snoop, what was it called? No Limit. No Limit Top Dog, was that what it was? No, it wasn't. Was it? Oh, was this on No Limit as well? More with him than I thought. Right, the game was To Be Sold, Not to Be Told. I had this album. I'm trying to remember what was on this. I have not heard this album in a long time. You know, I'll have to go back and listen to some of these tracks. I remember Woof, 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 Woof. Still a G Thing. That was fire. That's still fire. Very good song. And then the one with Mia X. Picture This. Picture This is fire. If you guys haven't heard this, Picture This. Great song. Now, what was on here? No Limit Top Dog. Oh, Bitch Please was on this. Oh. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Down for My Niggas was on this too. Oh. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, all right then. Sure. Okay. So you know what? I slightly take what I said back. Snoop, No Limit. Okay, fair enough. Who do I think will win? I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I'm just being honest with you. I really and truly, it just doesn't do much for me. I could care less. I hate on the South too much. Dark Side Dev. Really? That's news to me. I mean, I've made videos talking about how dope Mystical was, and I've mentioned and put Mystical shit on there. So again, I just think it's interesting when people say certain things. I know more about the South music than most South niggas do. So, you know, but it is what it is. Believe what you want. I just think that I would argue, again, to be honest with you, outside of the East, to me, my favorite coast is the South. So the South has definitely made some dope shit. It's just that the ones that make dope shit, I think y'all don't know. Like, you're not paying attention to them almost, in a sense, right? And the stuff that y'all say is like represents the South, to me is like fast food music. And you guys don't love it as much, respectfully. Like, I've been in the South, man. Like, I have family in the South. If I'm not, like, it's actually really funny y'all say this because I used to live in New York and I have a lot of family in the East and in the South. I actually don't even have any family now I think about it in the West Coast. So I barely spend any time in the West Coast, even though I spent like a month in LA at one point back in like 2017, just lived in Koreatown just to see what it was like, but I like the South. I don't have it's not about the region, it's about the music, right? I mean, if you're global, you're global. So let's see here. Just going through your comments. How's work on Blood World coming? AKA Halo, thanks for asking, man. Blood World, anyway, How's it coming along? Slow. Comics, graphic novels take a while, but definitely by next year I'll put it out for sure. It's coming along well, man. Really, really and truly. I'm telling you, man. Like I'm gonna blow y'all away with this shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like you've never seen nothing like what I'm about to put out. It's just the truth. Um, you guys are gonna really be impressed by it. Like because I like the way, like I said, I'm very critical of shit, but I'm even more critical of my own stuff, and that's why it's like I try to really come with the best shit. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to put it out because people will start to see, yo, this nigga, I'm on some different shit. I always have been. So yeah, you guys are gonna love it, man. You're gonna love it. That first volume is going. You ain't seen nothing like it. Let me just put it like that. Nothing. Oh, the thing I find with a lot of these comics, man, the stories are lame. With all due respect, like they're not really trying something that makes you go, whoa, what is that? It's very lame. And like sometimes the art's good, cool, that's fine, but like the story, what are you really doing that's got me just like, oh, I can't get enough of this shit. Very few. So I'm about to show y'all for real. Snoop had Laylo on No Limit. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's right. Look, Ongen, I didn't realize he had 3 albums on No Limit. So he's No Limit. Yeah, he's No Limit. I thought it was like this small, but Snoop's been around for a very long time. So the truth is, Snoop is No Limit. I gotta give, it is what it is. So let's see here. Should Cassie have gotten jail time? Oh. Gustavo, now you're trying to get me canceled. Look, listen, I didn't follow that case like at all, like really and truly. I just don't care, I've always said that I don't like victimhood narratives. I think that people that play the victimhood card are usually some of the worst abusers in the world. Cassie strikes me as one of those kind of people that will use victimhood to her advantage. Again, this is just, I don't know her, but this is just my intuition. Let me put it that way. And in terms of whether she should be jailed, I don't fucking know. Did she commit a crime? Like at the end of the day, the whole thing is kind of silly to me, honestly. I don't know. So you named one dude from the South you messed with. I don't know what that means. Bro, you have to believe me. What? Yo, you know what? Sorry, Drawani. Let me talk about Jazzo real quick. Jazzo is one of them cats that like I don't listen to a ton of Jazzo, but Jazzo has some shit. I mean, he's a good rapper, right? Like, I mean, he put on Jay or helped put on Jay. Clearly, he had some talent, right? Some of his stuff is okay, but I found that his production was lacking a lot of the times when the songs of his I try to listen to, but he has a couple of joints, they're pretty good, they're okay. But also, I will say that also the issue with Jazzo is that Jazzo also was a bit generic to me. I never really, again, of the stuff I've heard, I don't know what's his, as they say, raison d'etre, right? I want to say if I'm saying it the right way, right? This is a really important, I always bring this up when I talk about archetypes and things like that, because this is really the thing. The most important reason or purpose for someone or something's existence, right? What is your story? Why do you exist in hip hop? Does that make sense? Like Jay-Z's raison d'etre, whatever, is I'm the ultimate hustler. I'm here to show you what it's like when hustle reaches its apex. You feel me? And he's always been like that. So, he's true to himself. And he's done it better than anyone ever in hip hop. Right? So when you're an artist, you really need to have that thing that makes us go, yeah, man. If we took this person out the game, there's a whole personality or thought process or vibe that's gone. Whereas if you take Jazzo out of the game, and I don't want to be disrespectful, it's like, okay, so what? Right? Because now this could be my ignorance. I haven't heard a lot of Jazzo, but what exactly about you makes you like so important to this game, right? And it's not about how famous you are. Get my point? It's not like, oh, you're super famous, therefore. No. It's just about your essence. Does that make sense? Anyway, so let's see here. Zenkai, is Blood World better than the Matrix? Man, I don't think so. Look, nothing could be really better than the Matrix, man. I love the Matrix. So, but I'm trying to be up there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no doubt. I mean, hey, listen, if it ever gets made into a film or whatever, like, I would want it to be up there, or if better. I mean, you have to chase it, right? You have to chase it. Like, that's the whole point. When you're an artist, you look at the stuff that you idolize, and then you're like, okay, how can I make this as good, if not better, right? And you shoot for that. And then if it's better, wow, you really succeeded. You got lucky. It probably won't be. I mean, but at least you did it as far as you could take it. You know what I'm saying? So, Blood Road is something else, man. It's just its own thing. But it's fire. It's really fire. Let's see. New York overall has the best hip hop period. Not even close. Come on, Nicholas. Like, we know, man. Anybody who thinks that it's not even close. That's Queens alone has better hip hop than anything outside of fucking New York, right? What are you talking about? So then you got Brooklyn, Uptown. Like, come on, man. Come on. It's not even close, man. New York got the best comedians too. I don't want. Oh, this is another thing. I had meant to do this video. I will do this video about the comedy from New York at some point, because that's actually really important. MW, that's an underrated comment for real. People don't really understand how much comedy contributes to rap in a way. I mean, especially with like Eddie Murphy and things like that. There's a reason, certain things like, we always talk about James Brown and soul and breakbeats. Yes. But, New York is also the birthplace of stand-up comedy, or at least the place that we see so much of the great stand-up comedians, the Eddie Murphys of the world, all come out of New York. New York has a certain thing. And that's why, to be a great rapper, you almost really have to be a comedian in a way. You have to have that wit, because rap rests on wit. All those rhymes, a lot of it's all wit, right? Zenkai, your point about the story being lame and the art good is so true. There's a comic artist who fits this exact definition. Bro, there's a lot of these guys, man. And look, I keep my eyes out. Keep an eye out like I Captain. I watch. I see what these and story ain't it, man. You gotta come with the story, man. The story is the hard part. All right. Jazz was a prototype. Yeah, exactly. Again, Jay built off that. So, but I don't know. I don't know enough about Jazzo, so maybe I can't really speak. But from what I've heard, Jazz, again, like Jay-Z, to me, it's not just that I make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay, when I really was like, man, Jay's fun. I mean, obviously I say money, cash, hoes. There's just certain things where I was just like, you listen to anything. I mean, one of the, in my opinion, top 5 Jay record, easy. You don't know what you don't know. No one, like, only Jay can make a record like that. Like, that's like the hustle fully actualized. Anyway, let's see here. GBC Penny Fresh is garbage. Yo, you said it, man. Yo, don't shoot at me. You know what, man? Manny Fresh is. Do I have a favorite Manny Fresh beat? I don't talk about Manny Fresh very much because I'm not a huge Manny Fresh fan. He has some songs. He has some beats that are okay. They're okay. But does he have a beat that I fucking love? Not really. I did like he did My Life with Juvenile. It's fresh, freaky fresh. Did the fresh, freaky fresh. I mean, it's cool. It's all right. But like, yeah, when people try to put when people 10 or whatever, is like as though he's like some kind of southern goat. It's just weird to me because I'm like, come on. Like 3 6 Mafia, blow him out, right? The water. Bangladesh out the water. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, You don't got to do that. Like that's the problem with these coastal bias bullshit. Talent is talent, man. We don't like if you're a hip hop head, we just like dope shit. When Ludacris came with "What's Your Fantasy," I wasn't sitting there listening, being like, "Is this from New York? Do I like it because it's not from New York?" Like, no, it's just hot. I was in them clubs. It's hot. It doesn't matter, right? So many people like make these excuses, man. If your shit is hot, it's hot. Okay, all right. Let's see here. What movies have I seen this year that are good? Oh, I saw Tron. I didn't make a video on this. I saw Tron. Tron was all right. Probably the best movie I've seen in theater. And it was missing. There was something missing with that movie, but I like the visuals at certain parts. Yeah, it was okay. Again, I think I love big budget effects, things on camera, that kind of stuff, but it wasn't great, but it's better than anything I've seen. It's better than Sinners. It's better than fucking what's the other movie? It's much better than Sinners. But the other movie that I saw that was actually quite good, or again, yeah, it was all right. Was The Prosecutor. Did I make a video on this? Damn, I always sometimes forget about this shit. If you have not seen this movie, watch this movie. This is actually pretty decent. I think this is one of Donnie Yen's best movies. Yeah. This is not bad. Let's see here. What's my favorite song on Mr. Don't Play? If you went from my hood, you can get from around here for sure. Nicholas, how was I able to obtain hip hop knowledge? Oh, that's a long conversation. One day I will mention that. But it starts. Well, I mean, I've been listening to rap for a long time. Yeah, I remember talking to a guy. You have to understand, right? Like sometimes these things are easy if you start at the near the beginning. Let me put it that way, before stuff like super explodes, right? So I remember I had he wasn't a professor, but a guy I worked with who was maybe right now he'd probably be in his mid-50s. But you have to understand, he basically he knew everything about fucking computers, like everything. But this is a guy who was basically a teenager by the time the first computer came out, right? And he just basically followed every computer, like everything about computers since he was a teenager, or you get what I'm saying? So think about how much knowledge someone like that would develop over time if you're super passionate about something from when you're really young and you catch it right at the beginning or near the beginning, right? Like you just accumulate so much knowledge over time. And so, like I said, like the first time I heard a rap record was in like 91, 92 or some shit. The first time I started really listening to hip hop heavy was in like 97. So till present. So I've just accumulated a lot of shit, and then spent also some years going back and digging and just listening to a lot of stuff and going to shows and talking with elders and them having, them schooling me on certain shit. So, essentially that's the long story short of how I learned it. And again, shout out to my man, John Bronski, who at some point I'll have to, if I can get a hold of him. But John Bronski, let me show you guys. I think I've mentioned this once before. Toronto industry guy who we were friends. We had a bit of a falling out. I don't know, kind of. It was weird, but he knows his shit, And this dude actually, he was the one that really put me onto the stuff in the 80s because I didn't know shit about the 80s. This is what I think is so interesting because when you listen to the 80s and you start to really understand the 80s, then you're like, oh, you really understand hip hop, right? Like Jimmy Spicer, all that stuff. Like I didn't know nothing about that shit. Adventures of Super Rom, and you got to know that shit, right? On some level. Okay, Adrian X, yo, go cop that Blood World, man. I'm telling you, man, you guys are gonna. Oh, I might as well show you guys this too because let's see. But yeah, man, we've been doing some cool shit. So the ones I really fucking love, man. I love these. Actually, I really like this design. This shit's fire. Shit's fire. And when you guys see who this character is and the story and all that stuff, so anyways, just plugging my shit. But truth be told, man, like I put a lot of work into this stuff, man. This is it's not for play. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so back. Let's see. What else? I'm looking at your comments, man. Keep them coming, you guys. I love what y'all are saying. Robert Smalls, Blood Road is a knockoff Wakanda Black Panther. Man, fuck Wakanda. It's funny, man. I'm really happy that Black Panther ultimately came out because I think people needed to see that sort of Black fantasy could be done, if that makes sense. But I mean, I was on that tip way before Black Panther, like a lot of writers. Like I'm not the only one, and I'm not particularly a huge Black Panther. I'm not a comic book guy like that in a sense of like the Marvel stuff. I'm not typically like deep into that shit. I'm much more on the anime side, on manga side, because to me their ideas are just much more. The storytelling is just way stronger. I mean, it's just and they're not afraid to get weird and do cool shit, right? So yeah, so no, I'm definitely not going for I'm not trying to do Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually think that. Anyways, you guys are gonna see it with Blood Roll. I don't want you guys will see it. Then when I put it out, I'll do a live stream and get y'all to and you guys will tell me what you think, because I'm like gonna just take it to a whole nother place, man. Whole nother fucking place. Like a pimp. Yeah, that shit go crazy. Duh, duh, duh. Yo, that shit. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna play that right now. Yo, shout out to Indigenous. Yeah, man. Wow, that's a throwback and a half. Holy fuck. That's a throwback and a motherfucking half. Oh, I forget that these streams sometimes take a while for you guys to see it before it becomes like active, right? Yeah. Let's see here. What's up, Clyde? Yo, X, what up, man? Any other greed book? You finished reading Choke Point Capitalism. It's a good book, man. I met the author. He's a good guy. I'm trying to think of another book that I've read recently that I could put y'all on. Unfortunately, I can't think of one. But X, I'll let you know, man. I appreciate that. And I'm glad that you found it a useful read. Let's see here. Let's what you guys. Oh, is Robert Smalls hating in the comment section? God damn. Oh my God, man. You know what? I'm not even gonna say your name because you're just trying to get clout. It's all right, man. But you know what? Do your thing. Timbuktu has to be the most generic name ever. It's a real place, man. What the hell? Timbuktu is a real city. I mean, it's a real place. That's what's kind of wild. People don't realize that Timbuktu at one point was the richest city in the world in the 13th, 14th century. It was literally the richest city on the planet. So again, I'm gonna show you guys some shit. A lot of people don't know shit, man. Put you on to some African shit. Anyway, like a pimp.
Man, I'd rather buy a car or a new Rolex. Plus, I got street fame, so like birds. I got one
Y'all don't know about this. What is y'all saying? Holy shit. Classic, man. Classic. You guys don't understand, man. I was outside when these songs came out. So when you guys do, you don't like the South, what are you talking about? This shit used to fucking, like, as soon as that shit came on, we're like, oh my God, man. And Flip murdered that. Flip is dope. Flip was dope, man. Anyway, what else are we talking about here? Did you like anything Hegelian Dialectic? Was that the one with the Good Fight on it? I'm just looking at, you guys are saying a lot. I love it. Right. So GBC, right. And this is exactly great comment. GBC says it's not, we're talking about Jay. It's not that he's the biggest hustler. It's that he's almost like the chosen one, destined to be. There's a prophetical part of his personality and music that's captivating. Abso-fucking-lutely. This is what I mean by the ultimate, right? It's larger. Again, it's an epic scale. It's larger than life. There's a mystical quality going on, right? There's a spiritual aspect. It's, again, Hove isn't just the hustler because he's like, let me put it this way. It's not just, you know how people hustle because they want the fancy car and they want, the baddest bitch. But you get the sense that Hove, it's bigger than that. Does that make sense? It's like hustle is part of what it means to be the apex man, if that makes sense. Right? It's like when you take hold of your destiny, you can become this. You know what I'm saying? Because Hove is already rich. He was rich. He even says the shit. that's the thing that's even fucking hilarious, right? He even says that shit. I was like, I'm still spending money from '88. That was just a crazy line. He was rich already. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that. But it's that life essence of just keep going, keep doing it, because that's what it's about for him. So that's what I'm saying. Again, that's what I mean by the ultimate hustler. It's more than that. It's a spiritual chase. It's a way of a spiritual empowerment, so to speak. All right. Let's see here. What else? Well, you know what? Nas is hustling now, I guess. But at the same time, it's cool. I mean, look, I love Nas. I think Nas is a fantastic rapper. So, at the end of the day, what I like about Nas is that he's just, he's just the essence of hip hop. There's just no other way to put it. He's everything you like about rap put in one, right? Everything. The graffiti. You guys have to also remember, like, the Nas name, like, let me show you what I mean. It's just one of the illest things ever, right? And like, when I realized, or when he said he used to do graffiti and stuff, it's like, yeah, no wonder, because that shit's, again, this is real talent, man. I don't know who came up with it. That's a question that these fucking journalists should be asking. Who came up with this Nas logo? Did he draw it himself? Did he hire someone to do it? Like, this is Nas. This is the essence of Nas. The city, the environment that creates great shit. The bridge between the hood and the Wall Street. He says this all the time, looking out from the windows in QB and looking in Manhattan and being, and the thing is, it's funny. I can picture what he's talking about, because when you're in certain parts of Manhattan, you can kind of see the bridge and vice versa, right? So like, and thinking like, I can do something, I can make it, right? So this is why we love Nas. He's just the essence of so much shit wrapped together, right? The ultimate fly one, right? With the street knowledge, the grit. Even when you notice when he talks, he even has that almost like, he almost sounds like Al Pacino in a way. He's because he's still got that twang, that hood, that voice. Anyways, Illmatic cover is pretty bad. Antoine Martin, are you high? Nah. The Illmatic cover is arguably the best rap album cover in history. So, I mean, so many people have jacked that shit. Let's see here. What else? Like a Pimp. Oh, Samir, what's up, Samir? Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's one of my favorite De La Soul records for sure. And the video is great. It's hilarious. I got niggas playing the wall. I got niggas robbing for the shine and make it go, ooh, ooh. Yeah, man. Yeah, Red Man. The whole thing is great. The whole thing is great. What else? Let's see. Yes, Timbuktu is used in a lot of Western literature as an abstraction for a distant place. So some people think it's fictional, which is pretty crazy, right? But it's actually a very, very real place. Ain't that some shit, right? It is super real. So, yeah, there's a lot that one can like learn and study about Timbuktu and things like that. So, you know, I find Timbuktu very, very fascinating, without a fucking doubt. Let's see here. And you know, the other thing with Timbuktu that people don't realize is that in general, I would argue, you could say most African societies were oral cultures, right? So they did not have like writing. They didn't write shit down. But Timbuktu is like one of very few where there's in fact a lot of writing. You know, again, people don't know this about Timbuktu, that Timbuktu at one point was the epicenter of wealth and knowledge in the world. So something for that ass, man. Something to think about, right? It was when people talk about you know, black excellence and stuff like that. I mean, Timbuktu is definitely one of them places. So it's important that we know these things, right? And do it in a way that's kind of cool. So, anyways, you guys will see. You will see. I will mention some of that. You guys will find it. I think you'll find it very fascinating. Let me put it that way. Let's see here. You're not the only one who thinks currency sucks. I mean, is that even worth making? Currency is nobody, man. Like, I'm sorry. That's harsh for me to say. I'm saying in the rap world, okay? It's not that I think that currency is, you know, a nobody human being. Obviously, I'm not talking about that. But, you know, in terms of rap, like, the fuck is currency, right? Q-Tip is in my top 10, but I have Primo, Pete Rock, and Riz ahead of him. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's see here. Tether garment. Facts. All right, one more topic, my man. I'm gonna roll out in the next like 15 or so. Got to get to more things, more work. Big Lebowski, what up? You know what, man? I would love to visit Mali, by the way, speaking of that. But it's unfortunate, man. And, you know, it's funny. You guys see me rail a lot on, like, Islam and things like that. But you guys have to understand that, like, Islam is the worst, man. Like, who do you think destroyed Timbuktu? I mean, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who do you think is still trying to destroy Mali? And all those manuscripts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's jihadis. Africans, we know this stuff very, very well, man. You know, just to get political for a second, I know that stuff very, very well. Trust me. And I lived in the Muslim world, so I know that shit super well. Yo, Ilmas Ma. Yo, that's Sometimes Record by Raphael Sadiq, right? Yo, that song, man. Bro, damn near shed a fucking tear when I heard that song the first time. That song is incredible. It's incredible. The singing is incredible. The orchestration is incredible. The whole shit is incredible. The whole shit. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it ended up getting used in a movie here and there. But, I mean, a song like that, man. Jesus. Sometimes. Shit's fucking crazy, man. Anyway, what else is there? Yes, Zenkai. Mansa Musa was from Timbuktu. Yeah. Yo, did I cover Amazonian Mirage? I did cover that in my Mobb Deep like album response. I did cover that. So Tiger Lord, what up, man? Yeah, Al Jazeera said it's not a genocide. You know, Al Jazeera is clown shit. It's a literal terrorist network. How anybody takes that shit seriously is beyond me. But I mean, look, Qatar has the money to pay for that, so you know, that's always the problem with these things. Money talks, man. It's just the truth. Money talks, and you guys gonna see how much money talks in Timbuktu. Yes. So, yo, Jeremiah, it's milk carton. Kendrick is milk carton status. Where the fuck is he at? So the thing is, this dweeb shit, you know, come out troll, and then go back into your little and under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. I think it's laughable when people talk about Kendrick being a great rapper. Absolutely laughable. You're talking about one of the worst major rappers ever. You know, certainly to get that push, you know, absolute horrendous. Oh, okay. So he did pop out to perform with Cardi at a show. Good for him. Okay, that's excellent. Oh, Nicholas, that's right. You're in LA. Well, look, I mean, the thing is, LA makes regional music, man. It's hot in LA, but nowhere else really, you know. But LA is next to Hollywood because LA is one of the most visible cities on the planet. So just by nature, if you make something in LA, you're gonna get that visibility, right? So I always find it funny when artists from LA complain about not being visible. I'm like, okay, so you have it bad, right? But not the guy from Missouri. Or the guy from Toronto, or the guy from Winnipeg, right? Or I don't know, Dakar, or New Delhi. Like, they have it better than you, right? Fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm mad Cardi brought out Rocky only to not perform anything. I don't want to go on a Cardi ASAP and rant right now, but anyways, I always like those guys in their good days. I would always like their music, but yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. See the trajectory, see how D'Angelo, and I keep stressing this, D'Angelo comes out already at a really high bar with superb music, and then comes out with Voodoo that's even some next level shit, which builds on what he came out in the first album. ASAP Rocky went like this. Cardi went like this. 21 Savage. I mean, you know, again, album-wise, to a certain extent, was, you know, Pop Smoke was looking probably going to do the same shit too. This is the era, man. This is what it is. They don't build on the foundations of what made them great. And it's wild. Again, D'Angelo worked on the foundations of shit that made him hot. That was dope. He just made that shit better. That's what you're supposed to do. We update certain formulas with the times, right? Like Guru said. Why do you think Nas became amazing, or Jay, or whatever? These guys just stuck to a formula that worked, that was great. And then they expanded it. They built on something concrete and something real. But if you don't build on some real shit, it's over. All right. Let's see. I mean, Bobby, like, this should be a no-brainer. us being like, oh, Cardi, get back with Pierre, get back with Pierre, get back to. I mean, why do we have to tell Cardi that? He should know that. His people should know this, right? Anyway, a lot of people sleep on the game lyrically. MGT, I'm gonna disagree with you on that respectfully. I don't think the game has anything to say. Straight up, the game is a dude who just wanted to be on. That's his whole thing. That's why he's called the game. He just wants to get in the game. I'm sorry, that's not good enough, right? He just wants to get in the game so he can enjoy what it's like to be a rapper in terms of the trappings of being a rapper, like, you know, get girls and stuff like that. That's boring. Like, who wants to listen to that shit? Charismos, I saw you had MC Solar in your top 50. Could you explain what's his deal? I'm not familiar. So MC Solar is a French rapper from Senegal, I believe, originally. Right, he was born in Dakar. Let me show you what I'm thinking of right here. Let's give a while for it to load. But he's a Senegalese. Oh, he's Chadian. I didn't realize he was from Chad as well. Yeah. So you know what I think is interesting? Some consider him the best French rapper of all time. I was saying this 20 years ago. I was saying this 20 years ago. People, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Can you not hear the difference between this guy, Funky Family, I Am, all those guys? No, I Am better. This is what I know. I'm telling you, people hate. Sometimes, like, you're just so dope. This is what happens with Jay. You're just so fucking dope that people like try to downplay you, right? He's not really that nice. And then they insert Black Thought's better. And you're like, what? Huh? MC Solar is the best French rapper I've ever heard. And it's not close. It's not close. So, anyways, MC Solar came out. His first album, which is actually pretty dope. I would recommend you also listen to that. I guess I'll do a thing about him. I used to listen to this album actually quite a bit. Bougela. Bougela. Yeah, Bougela. Bougela was huge in France, apparently. But anyways, this was his first album. But really, when he became that dude to me, and obviously in general, this album, Pros Combat, this album is nasty. This album is nasty, bro. This is the best album I've ever heard from a non-English person, non-English speaking individual. Hands fucking down. The beats are crazy. The rhymes, the flow's nuts. The whole shit. Beautiful fucking album. Beautiful, beautiful album. So yeah, I definitely recommend listening to that. Antoine, are you in Marseille? I'll definitely need to come out there, man. The game is fucking boring. Absolutely. Oh, for real, Tiger Lord. I didn't realize that Pierre has been trying to get into the studio with Cardi for years. So, you know, it's a Cardi issue. Bottom line. That's it. Zenkai, the game has to be one of the worst rappers ever. Yeah, he's terrible. The game is terrible. It's a terrible name. It's about as generic as it fucking gets. Let's see here. Devotion. Tiger Lord. I love Devotion. Okay, you know what? Let me put y'all on. Let me show you exactly why this nigga is some other shit to me. Yeah, well, let's just do it. We're going with this. Because y'all were asking me about MC Solar. I mean, this shit is.
La n'a pas de conseils à donner. Prends le vague à la moule, la vie du bon côté. La première première solution dès l'introduction se doit d'être bonne comme une nonne en dévotion. Qui est un mec qui n'a pas de chance? Le fils de l'amour regrette sa date de naissance. Être différent l'a beaucoup stressé. L'opinion publique l'a beaucoup vexé. Mais sa vie en main, oubliant les apparences. Parce que depuis l'enfance, il vit dans le monde du silence. Au boulot, on le voit comme un humanoïde. Sa promotion est une course de spermatozoïdes. L'handicapé a happé l'handicapé. Ses capacités lui ont fait franchir le cap du dédain et de la non-communication. Avec calme et brio, il est objet d'admiration.
This beat's crazy. The flow's just super smooth. I don't know what he's saying, and I'm like wrapped up. I'm just there. I'm just like, you know what's even iller about the song? This is actually one of the best songs on the album, hands down. But the song's incredible. But you know what I love about this fucking song? And again, this is why I was saying that there are things that this guy does on this album that I actually really haven't heard since. Some of these songs will literally have like 3 different beats, but it'll be like 3 variations of the same beat in the song. And I'm sitting there going like, this is fucking ill, right? So that shit's ridiculous, man. That shit's ridiculous. Shit's ridiculous. That shit's ridiculous, man. Yo, that shit's again. Tochi knows his shit. I know my shit, man. I don't just talk. A lot of these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I know my shit. And how I even heard MC Solar was being outside. You got to be outside. I can't stress this enough. Well, I used to live in Montreal, so that's the other thing. When you live in Montreal, certain things you would never hear MC Solar in Toronto because it's English speaking. But I lived in Montreal. I was at the club, and they were playing one of these. They were playing Obsolete, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And this is in 2004, 2005. So by then, this album was already 10 years old, and I thought it was a new record. I was listening to it, going like, "Man, this shit's hard. What the fuck?" So, anyway. Let's see. France is the best country in the EU when it comes to music. Yeah, I would have to agree. I think, France has always had a very strong, France has a very strong art tradition. I think it's interesting you say that. It's actually a very astute comment, Antoine, because I do think that if you look at, especially, let's say, popular art, you obviously have French New Wave that influenced cinema. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but yeah, France has really put it down. Of course, England has too, but France has really put it down, no doubt. Sakel's is a beautiful beat, man. That whole album, this whole album is fire. This whole Pros Combat album is Sakel's. Shout out to X. Yeah, man, that shit's beautiful, bro. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll pretty soon, guys. Just wanna MC Solar is a Tether. He's the best. Is that the best rap album by a Tether? Yeah. Best rap album by a Tether for sure. Let's see here. What is this Tether Babble rapping? Tether Babble. I like that. Let's see here. Keep Roots. What Keep Roots song? Did I mention a Keep Roots song at one point? What's the name of it? Keep Roots. That Keep Roots are Korean, right? Korean rap group. There was a song of theirs back in the day that I kind of liked, but I remember. Amazonian Mirage, are you a fan of Sean Price? Come on, man. Of course I'm a fan of Sean Price. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, you know what? I love y'all, man. Let's do this. Of course I'm a fan of Sean Price. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Huge fan. I remember Boom Baye. Like, I'm one of those guys. Like, in fact, actually, Boom Baye, a lot of people might not realize, by Sean Price. Okay. So this song was created, Boom Baye, if you guys can see the screen. This song was produced by Tone Mason. He's one of the guys who I know personally. These are Toronto guys. Okay. So we are very familiar with Sean Price, believe me. People in this city, we know Sean Price very well. Very, very well. So yes, I do love Sean Price. My favorite Sean Price song is probably one out of all of them. One.
One gun.
One. And I love the vocal. It's just one every time. And you know what's so great about that particular one vocal? It's emotionally flexible. So here's what I mean by that. Because it can kind of sound a little sad depending on what Sean Price is saying. It can sound happy. It can sound like he's dissing you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like that one. Like, it's a great exclamation point, because it just drives home whatever the line that Sean Price just said. Does that make sense? It's a very interesting, very good choice on Crisis's part.
One gun, one clip, one shot, one slug. All it takes for this nigga to disfigure your mug. Not 5, not 4, not 3, not 2, just... Yeah, all I need is one mic like Nas, one knife like John Rambo. Y'all niggas can't handle the guard. Sean Price will dismantle your squad. You was a group, now
it's one. Now he's like mocking you. It's like, now it's just one.
Yeah, break up, make up, break up again. Bottom line, gotta think it's a friend. You just mad that you taking the bus and he taking the Benz. He like,
you just mad you taking the bus, he's taking the Benz. He like, one and one. Like, that's life. Oh, this shit's great, man.
listen, blam, blam, blam from the cannon. I shoot your group up, now who's the last man standing? The last man rapping is me, capital P, nigga. One yourself, gun yourself, choke from a rope, nigga, when you hung yourself. Got a call from your bitch, she like, son, need help. I'm like, one. Click. One is knowledge, the foundation of who's really real and who's faking. The move making your shoes shaking, you fake nigga. So listen, Sean Price the name, you kinda nice, but we not the same. So I cop the range, then I cop the chain, now the cops in range. Yeah, one box of baking soda, one package of coke, one Pyrex pot, nigga, that's all she wrote. One episode of The Wire, what you know about dope, nigga?
One episode of The Wire, what do you know about dope?
Yeah, one life to live, one wife, one kid, one gun pop, the sun drop, slice your wig. I'm in one police plaza, they done locked the kid, nigga.
I fucking love that song, man. I fucking love that song. Figure 4 is dope. I don't Wale and them new niggas, which offended Wale so hard that Sean Price had to speak on it. It's real talk though. I don't Wale and them new niggas. That's a bar. That's a fucking bar. Let's see here. Do I think Sean Price is one of the most improved rappers ever? For sure. I mean, he wasn't whack before. He was cool. Oh, I know, man. Stop is great. Anyway, that's the thing with the streaming shit. Okay, guys, you know what? I'm gonna have to roll, but I really appreciate y'all coming into this live, of course, as usual. Love the comments. I was kind of all over the place today, but we're having some fun, you know. So it is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all say peace to each other in the chat. Yeah, I remember that, Tiger Lord. Yeah, if you got Kid Cudi in your presence, kill yourself. It's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man. So listen, peace. You know, stay healthy, stay happy, get out there, exercise, do your thing, you know. And love this hip hop shit. Okay. So Nicholas, one love, man. Yo, listen, Nicholas, if I'm in LA, and I might come out to LA sometime next year or whatever, I'm gonna let y'all know. You know what? Like, if I'm in some kind of city, I'll try to give y'all like a heads up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always down to, you know, shoot the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get a beer, whatever. I'm not a beer guy, but we, you know, get a cocktail, whatever. Sit down, chat, you know, talk some shit. So, anyway, one-eyed. Yo, okay. You guys are going in on Kendrick in the comments. Okay. What can I say that hasn't been said already? To Pimp a Butterfly to me was them just trying to ride the wave of what D'Angelo's Black Messiah was. So, you know, like that was the whole thing. It's like, okay, we're going to do like a jam session type of thing, but of course, you know, snooty, right? And then make it seem greater than it was. And that was the whole essence of To Pimp a Butterfly, right? Like it just had that, you know, I'm such a musician. I'm Kendrick. I get together. We make real funk and real art, not like these other rap niggers. But it's like, okay, you guys just listen to Black Messiah and decide to copy it. Okay, like I mean, you're not deep. I'm sorry, you're not deep, homie. Okay. Anyways, yes, love y'all. I am out. Okay, peace and love. Bye now.